Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week. The city is revising the way it will address parks and recreation needs in the coming years.
The master plan is a guide for the Department of Parks and Recreation. It is our 10-year CIP plan and our 5-year programming plan.
The Parks and Recreation Master Plan is being updated to reflect the city's changing population and the need for new facilities and programming.
It's being revisited because it was approved by City Council back in 2003, and the information it was based on was collected back in 2001, 2002. And actually, it's good for 10 years, and 2013 is coming up next year. We've had quite a bit of population growth throughout the city. We have annexed several areas, and of course, changing trends. It's time for us to revisit that.
We are asking for your input on what you would like to see as the future of parks and recreation in Durham. That feedback can be given in several ways over the coming months. The first of which is to visit Durham's new Mind Mixer website.
The Mind Mixer is a way for us to reach out and make sure that we're getting information from the 30 and under age group. And it's a virtual community meeting online, and it's www.plantoplaymoredurham.com, and where anyone can go and input their ideas or second ideas or to capture what they vision as a plan for the city of Durham in the future.
The second way you can have a say is through a written survey.
Well, the written surveys are a Parks and Recreation citizen survey, which will go out to 4,000 citizens. Actually, the postcards went out approximately 2 weeks ago, letting them know the surveys are coming. It's scientifically valid. It's a 96% accuracy rate, and that will give us our hard data based on coverage of all the areas in the city and the county.
And the third way your voice can be heard is through a series of community meetings that will be held in October and November.
The purpose of the community meetings, we have 8 scheduled, is to reach all areas of the city of Durham. We have them in libraries and recreation centers and in schools, and citizens can come out and voice their opinions and share with others and have that interaction with other citizens of the city of Durham.
Once the meetings have been completed, the feedback gathered through all 3 methods will be used to assess resident priorities. Those priorities will then be used to help draft the new master plan. For more information, visit dprplaymore.org. The fourth quarter financial report for fiscal year 2011-2012 is out, showing the city ended the year on a solid note. The City Council received that report during its September 6th work session. All but one department ended the year within budget. The department spent $3.4 million less than budgeted, with that amount more than covering the overage and personnel cost of nearly $500,000. The report shows that year-end collections of property taxes were up $2.3 million compared to last year, and sales taxes were up by $1.4 million compared to last year and down $1.7 million from what was budgeted. The full report can be seen on the Budget and Management Services homepage on the city's website. The city's budget is based primarily on Durham's strategic plan, which is now being updated. The plan establishes priorities and objectives for the city and determines which actions and programs will be put in place to support those priorities. In order to make sure the plan is updated regularly and reflects the priorities of Durham's residents, the city wants to hear what you think should be included. To do that, 3 community meetings will be held in the coming weeks. The first will be on Saturday, September 22nd from 10 until 11:30 a.m. at the North Regional Library. The second will be held on Saturday, September 29th from 10 until 11:30 a.m. at the South Regional Library. And the third will be held on Wednesday, October 3rd from 5:30 until 7 p.m. at the Holton Career and Resource Center. The Strategic Plan Progress Report can now be reviewed online on the city's website. There's more progress to report on the city's efforts to make all residential water meters equal. Find out what this means to you when City Hall This Week continues.
Weight loss Plus, it's one of the many ways to fight osteoarthritis pain. For more information on managing pain, go to fightarthritispain.org.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Switch to Energy Star light bulbs, and you'll realize just how much cash you are really burning through. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Welcome back. The city's residential meter replacement project is entering another phase.
The residential meter project is the replacement of 21,000 residential water meters with a new style of meter that is capable of being read remotely, and also has a new type of mechanical metering technology that is an upgrade over the previous style that was used in the city.
Phase 3 of the project includes upgrading 21,000 manual read residential water meters to the new remote read meters.
The remote readers are more effective than the manual read meters because the manual read meters had to be read manually. So someone actually had to drive up to the meter, get out, and open the lid and read them manually. The remote read meters can be read by being driven by, and are also able to do data logging, so are able to, for example, look for things like leaks or continuous flows overnight that would indicate a leak, and can also give you a much more accurate to-the-minute picture of your consumption.
The second phase of the project was finished in June.
To date, we've replaced over 40,000 residential water meters. We plan to replace an additional 40,000. The replacements include the actual physical swapping of the meter, but also the upgrade of the database, including incorporating the new meter reading information into our database and taking photographs of the old meter, the new meter for historical uses.
Water Management says the work done so far is already benefiting the city and its water customers.
The city and its water customers have benefited substantially from the work that's already been done. Using the technology that's already been installed, we've been able to do leak detection analysis for customers that have requested it. We've also been able to significantly reduce the amount of time it takes us to read the meters that have been installed with this new technology, and it has also enabled us to get a much more accurate reading of consumption.
The installation of these meters will begin in January. The police department's District 4 substation will soon be operating more efficiently. The current substation has been located on Fayetteville Street for 12 years. That lease will end at the end of October, and the substation's needs have outgrown the space available. Because of that lack of space, the district's units operate from 3 different locations across the city. In order to move all operations into one location, the department will move into a new building on South Miami Boulevard. Once the District 4 substation is moved, the department says all substations will be located in appropriately sized facilities. The city is laying the groundwork to meet our long-term transportation needs. Find out how you can have a say in the process when City Hall This Week continues.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing. Believe me, I'm good at it.
Once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You come.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? He needs something a little more
Persuasive.
Yes.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. The city and its regional partners are making long-term transportation plans. A public hearing and public workshops have been held in Orange County and in Durham over the past couple of weeks. Their purpose was to gather input on the alternative analysis for the 2040 Metropolitan Transportation Plan.
The 2040 Metropolitan Transportation Plan list all the highway projects, transit, bus transit, rail transit, pedestrian and bicycle projects that we plan to implement before the year 2040. Very much a long-range plan to meet those future transportation needs.
As part of the plan, alternatives have been developed to include a comprehensive transportation network.
The alternatives really is we're looking to see what projects, what type of transportation projects have the most impact in the future, which ones will reduce the congestion the most. So we have one alternative that we call transit intensive. It has a lot of regional rail, a lot of bus transit projects in it, little highway. We have one highway intensive, has a lot of highway projects in it, a lot of HOV, high occupancy vehicle lanes and widenings of our interstates, etc. Not so much transit. And then we have one more that we call just right. We call that the moderate alternative. It has some highway and some transit projects. And we go ahead and run those into a travel demand model, and we look and see what type of congestion and how well each of those alternatives meet the future travel demand.
Residents are being asked to provide feedback and offer input on the proposed alternatives, which can still be done online.
For the alternatives analysis for the 2040 Metropolitan Transportation Plan, public feedback will be accepted through October 10th. If the public's not able to make it to one of the workshops or the public hearing, they can send an email. They can go to our website, where the Durham, Chapel Hill, Carville Metropolitan Planning Organization, that's the dchcmpo.org, that's our website, and they can get all the information that they need on the alternatives analysis, on the 2040 Metropolitan Transportation Plan, and they can leave comments through the website.
After the public comment period ends, the feedback will be used to help create a draft plan for a single alternative that best meets the needs of the transportation plan's goals. That does it for this edition of City Hall This Week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Those links are listed on your screen and can also be found on the Public Affairs homepage on the city's website. And of course, you can still find us on demand on DTVA's webpage and on the city's YouTube channel. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us.